This training is about removing chemicals from your lab's chemical inventory. While grad students and lab PIs are not responsible for entering chemicals, we do rely on you to update and remove chemicals that have been consumed by experiments or sent to hazardous waste. So to remove chemicals from the inventory, you log into Chematix, the homepage shown here, and go again to inventory management. Go over here to the right, manage my inventory. When you do that, the labs you occupy will show up. You can see I have all labs here, but you may just have one, or if your lab has 3 labs like Chin here, you'll have 3 pop up. So you want to go down to the one you're wanting to update the inventory and toggle or click on that lab, and then go to the bottom of the page and search that active lab inventory. When I do that, the inventory of chemicals in that lab shows up. Now, how do you know what to remove? Now, this will vary from lab to lab depending on the situation. In my undergrad lab here, at the end of the semester, I've used 2 of these bismuths up in the lab. I know to remove them from the inventory. So to do that, I'm going to click on the chemicals that I want removed. If I'm not sure, I can, of course, go to the cabinet and check on the barcode which chemicals I still have on the shelf and remove the others. And you're not sure, you can click on the barcode and it will bring up the year the chemical was purchased. And if you have 2 on the shelf and 2 older ones that you used up, you can toggle those and go down to the bottom of the page. When you get down here, you want to then change the container status here in the center. And when I click on that, I have some choices. I can shelve it on a certain shelf, consume by experiment, discard as solid waste, indicate it's missing, or do a waste pickup request. So you can enter hazardous waste pickup requests through your chemical inventory update if indeed you are wanting to send this to hazardous waste. So in most cases, the chemical was consumed by experiment. So I'm going to click on this and then change the container status. So now I only have 2 bismuths in my inventory, and I have the 2 most recent tags labeled, still here in the inventory. Again, how you update your inventory will have to be designed by each lab. If you don't have very many chemicals, it's easy to go to the shelf, find the barcodes that you have, and eliminate the ones that have been consumed by experiment. If you go down to the bottom of this page, down here, you can download this in an Excel format. So whenever you're updating your inventory, you can get a pop-up Excel listing of all the chemicals, go to the shelf and mark out the ones that are consumed and leave the others in your inventory. Here's the Excel format now. You can see there's a lot more information here than I need, but I can get this listing and the corresponding barcode for checking the shelves. If you have a lot of chemicals in your lab, you could also devise a system for removing chemicals consumed by experiment as that happens. So, for example, you could take a photograph of the chemicals that are consumed, and when you're at your desk, go in and remove all the ones that you photographed. As you saw, you can submit chemicals from your inventory to hazardous waste. To do that, you want to manage your inventory, go down and choose your lab. Search for the chemicals in your inventory. Choose the chemical you want to send to hazardous waste and change container status. You can then drop down to EHS waste pickup request. And when you then select change container status, you will see a hazardous waste card, created card, pop up. So at this juncture, you can print this and attach it to the bottle and then submit for a pickup. In this way, you don't have to enter all this information for a hazardous waste pickup.